Hey guys, I wanted to say I almost didn't post this, but I'm going to post it anyway, so I just wanted to give you a little prequel. The vibe is not my usual vibe, and that's why I almost didn't post it, but I just felt that sometimes we're not in our usual vibe, so that's why I am going to post it. And I wanted to tell you thank you. I feel like it was an abrupt ending. I lost storage, blah, blah, blah. But anyway, the vibe was a little different than usual. So I am going to still post it. And I thank you for being here because it means so much. So I hope it helps you in some way. Maybe you're not feeling your usual vibe either. So something tells me to post it anyway. Anyway, excuse the change, but we're people, we're human, so we change. And know how much I love you. I love you very much. And I wish you the best with your creations. And I hope this helps you. And I'll see you soon. Ciao, ciao. Bye. Do you ever feel like life gets in the way of your creations and your art? I was just thinking, good morning, beautiful souls. I was just thinking, the life that gets in the way of the art is actually the life that's in our art. If we didn't have all these life experiences, then we would have nothing to express. We would have no story to tell, and we would have no feeling and emotion in our artwork, I feel. So sometimes this is what I feel. Sometimes I feel a little overwhelmed by everything that goes on in life, and that I don't have enough energy and time to put into my work, my artwork, my creations. But it's really a gift. All that craziness and the chaos of life is what helps us create. So if we use those emotions and we use all that stuff and pour it into the creation that we're making, that's a gift. Anyway, I feel blah. Maybe it's the astrology, maybe it's the blue moon, I don't know what it is, but I feel like all this stuff coming. So today, let's do this. You tell me how you guys feel. I feel like sometimes life gets in the way. Do you feel like that? Or do you feel like it's a gift? Do you see that it's a gift? I guess I would say that. It's probably a little of both, maybe. So I'm Danny I, singer-songwriter, and I've been reading this book and I want to share it with you and everybody. It's by Rubin, The Creative Act, A Way of Being, and you may have heard it. It's very popular. So let's see here. Let's see. Maybe the angels and guides can guide us to something that will help us today as we create and as we just go about our day through life. All right, I got translation I turn to. Art is an act of decoding. We receive intelligence from source and interpret it through the language of our chosen craft. Yes, we do. When you get inspired and then put it into your art, how do you get inspired? Do you get inspired with one of these life things that I was saying earlier? Or do you get inspired by listening to music? Or I, for example, have just seen a baby deer outside in my yard. So that's inspiring. Maybe nature inspires you. Maybe you're an artist and you paint, and other artists that paint inspire you. So I don't know. Maybe share it in the comments with me. I'm curious. If you're a musician, do you get inspired only by music? Probably not. I mean, I get inspired by everything. But maybe, I don't know, maybe you only get inspired when you listen to like heavy music and that's your thing. Or maybe you only get inspired after spending time with your loved ones. I don't know. All I know is what works for me, and I think every artist is different. So it's starting to get a little warm. Sometimes in the morning it's chilly, and then it gets a little warmer as the day goes on, and then it gets hot. Maybe that inspires you. The weather inspires you. Maybe it's a huge thunderstorm and you feel like writing a song, or you feel like painting this painting, or you feel like sculpting. I don't know. I just feel like sometimes I get angry because life gets in the way, but then I pause. Not always, but sometimes I pause and I say, maybe this is a gift. Maybe I'm going through this thing to inspire me to create and to write a song, or to sing, or to just cry and then write a song from whatever you feel. Pour it into whatever you're doing, you know. I'd love to hear what you guys think. What do you do when you get distracted from life? I actually wrote a song about this, that color blue. That's the last one I released, which was 2 years ago already. It's too long. It's too long. I'm working on the next one. I promise you that. I promise myself that, actually. So it's a big promise to myself. And sometimes life distracts us. So I wrote that song, that color blue, and it's hard sometimes because we have a lot going on, all of us. So my advice to you is to try to use it in whatever you're creating and see it as a gift instead of a disruption. Let me find what I found here. Rick Rubin, where is it? Where is it? I'm gonna get it and then I will put it in my little description. Translation, where is it? I lost it. But I want to read it again for you guys. Bear with me. I'm gonna have to go to the contents page. Where are you? In the meantime, I've been also performing, because in the summertime there's a lot of towns that do music performances on the streets, and so I'm working on that as well. And I want to, my favorite thing is connecting with the people that are around. So I love that, just like I love when you guys are here. So I feel your energy and I'm honored by it. So if you have any advice or inspiration for me, please write it in. Please write it in or contact me. I do have an email that's attached to this account if you ever want to email. All right, where's translation? I know it was at the end. Oh, here it is, 331. 33 is my number, 331. Thank you for your patience. Oh, speaking of this, I'm going to share. I was thinking about artists that really express their feelings in their music. And one of them that came to me was Alanis Morissette, who I always loved, especially in the 90s. And I started listening to her music, and that's inspirational. But she really puts her soul, her heart and soul into her songs. And I love that. I admire it so much. And that is my goal. I would think that that's the goal of most artists. That's Hazel again. Hi, Hazy. She likes to jump on the piano. She makes art too, see? Okay, so translation. I'm going to read it one more time and maybe it'll help you. It'll help me too. Art is an act of decoding. We receive intelligence from source and interpret it through the language of our chosen craft. It's translation. That's true. I guess it's like a translation. Like God or the universe or source or whatever you call it gives us this code and we decode it in our own way. And then we put it into our art, and that's our art. I love that. It's poetic. I love that. I love it. Anyway, thank you, Rick Rubin. And thank you all for being here. Woo! Enjoy the beautiful day, wherever you are. Try to stay in the moment. I'm sorry I got cut off the storage again. Anyway, love you guys and keep creating, and I will see you soon. Mwah. Ciao, ciao.